Hi guys, Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. Okay, you guys, I want to share me and Olivia Hernandez. We did a swap, and we're both we swapped to make altered paintbrushes, which I think would be really fun. I always wanted to make one. She always said wanted to make one, so we decided to do that as a swap between each other. And I just love Olivia. Olivia, I love you. You've really inspired me to really get into creating things with lace and fabrics, and I'm loving it. I'm obsessed. I just got done with my lace book, and I have so many projects I want to do with lace and fabric and everything. So anyway, let me show you guys what I made for Olivia. Of course, I made a bunch of other goodies besides the paintbrush. I'm going to quickly show you guys. Let me just make sure I'm in. Let me throw this down so I can make sure I'm in frame. Yeah, I'm in frame right there. Okay. I just want to show you guys the card. I made a card. I started out in this whole craft world with Diane Rivoli. And I was just doing a lot of mixed media. And she got me into doing mixed media this way. And this is her techniques with using her sprays and stenciling and a lot of different things. And actually, this is my own stencil. So I'm doing mixed media. I'm using a lot of her stuff. I'm using some of my techniques, some of her stuff, some of my own stuff. So anyway, I made this card. Isn't that turn out pretty? And then this is the inside of it. And this is a stencil I made myself. And that's that same stencil used in another way. Then I went ahead and I stencil, and I did a bunch of sprays and there's a lot of layering on here. It's really fun to do. You guys check out Diane Rivoli. I'll try to put her link below. And this little note to Olivia, thanking her for doing the swap with me. And then I did some real pretty stamping right there. I just realized my ring was turned around. Okay, and then this is the back of her card. It has a heart on it. And that's called masking technique. And that's also a masking technique. So anyway, check out Diane Rivoli. I also took for some reason after I did this, it's like this envelope never fit. Just a second, you guys. Maybe it will fit. Oh, it does fit. Okay. At first, it was like this envelope wouldn't fit into this card. But I'm like, I know I didn't make it too thick. Okay, it fit in there. Oh, good. Yay. So I put the card in, and then I stamped this beautiful flower on here. And I actually, because it's paper, and it's a thinner paper, the other stuff I've been painting on is watercolor paper or heavy cardstock. I used my my markers, not Copic. I use what's that other brand? All right, it's not coming to me, but the other brand, but it's not Copic markers. I used my alcohol markers on this and did this, which I think turned out real pretty. Then used a real pretty stamp and stamped the whole thing. Okay, so then I'm also sending. This lady is on Etsy. It's carissagraphic.etsy.com. Aren't those fabulous? Love those little images. I know she'll love those. And she can even cut each one out and blow them up if she wants to do that too. Then I'm sending her these are called wooden bobbins, and they're antiques. I'm gonna send her one of those. And then this is some Hobby Lobby trim, but I avocado dyed it. And making sure I'm in frame. Yep, I am. Very good. So sending that. Okay, what do we got here? I have everything already all wrapped up with. Okay, this is I've been making these bracelets. I'll show you the one I have on. So I made her one. I think it turned out really pretty. And there's the side. There's the back, and there's the side, and there's the front again. And when you put it on, this faces, away from you, and this fringe hangs down. So I think that turned out really pretty. Okay. Next one. What's this? Oh, this is some fabric. It's hard to see it, but it's pretty. It's kind of brocade, like it's all raised up a little bit, and it's all like, I don't know, it's very pretty. So, and it's vintagey. Kind of stuff she likes. So there's some fabric for her. Okay, what is this? Okay, this was a tablecloth I bought. So, and I have a ton of it, and it's very pretty, as you can see right there. So I cut some for her so she can make, you know, use it in her lace books or flowers or whatever. This is some real pretty fabric here with pink roses, which I think she can use in projects. Make flowers or in her lace books or fabric books or whatever. Okay. Next one. Okay, this is some other fabric I got at a thrift store, and I got tons of this, like 10 yards of it. So definitely could share that with her, so I'm sharing that, which I think is real pretty. It's real pink roses on it. This is some doilies. Wanted to give her some of those. So that's in there. You can never have enough doilies. What is this? Oh, this is so cute. You guys have seen this. These are the toilet paper rolls. You just take the toilet paper roll, hot glue it so the bottom's all sealed up, leaves the top open, so you can put your goodies in there for people. I layered it with lace, bead trim, and this is all lace from my little bag of leftover laces, all my extras. Layered it with 2 things of lace here, some bead trim, and then some bead here. So look how cute it is. I love making these. I send them out, and this is some paper, some like Tilda inspired looking paper I thought, so I bought it. It's not Tilda paper, but it's Tilda inspired paper. That's why I got it. Looks very Tilda like to me. And then I make these, I take these little flat marbles that you get in the floral department at Joann's or anywhere, and you back them with like little images. In fact, the images that I gave her are small enough that she can use those images and make these herself. So anyway, I thought they're really cute. They're little fairies. And I threw a little bit of, which I think turned out really pretty, I threw a little bit of glitter in these. Okay, so I gave her those. And those go in there. And then she can always reuse this little... She can keep it that way, or she can reuse it and gift it, or hang it up in her craft room, whatever she wants to do. Okay, there's that. Okay, then I just started making these. What is her name? I'm going to put her link below. Bead Fairy 1, but there's something else about her name I'm forgetting, but I'll put her link below. Sorry about you guys out. That's my phone. I just have to ignore it for now. She makes these necklaces, and I thought, just like my cuffs, but I hadn't thought about making like chokers out of them. So I think this turned out really pretty. I get these, there's this dollar store. It has all this great jewelry in it. The whole store is full of like jewelry for $1. And so I got that butterfly there. These were all buttons from my stash. And Olivia, I think you might have given me some of these buttons, so I'm giving you some back now in this project. Like, I think you might have given me all these gold buttons. Anyway, that's kind of cool. I'm giving them back to you in a project. Okay, and so it's all done on, I put this on a piece of felt, so it has the sturdiness on it. And all you do is you just take your ribbon here, and you tie it around your neck. And it's a little brooch. Or the brooch, it's a little choker. So there's that. Let me put that back. I'm just going ahead and folding it now so that I don't have to deal with that later. Everything's all folded back nicely. Okay. And we haven't even got to the altered paintbrush. Okay, I made Olivia one of these. Olivia, I wanted to make you this because you're the one who taught me how to make these, or you gave me the idea to make these fabric tags to go in your fabric journals. And so I wanted to make you one. So I thought that turned out really pretty. I love the little image. A bunch of pieces from my stash. I love just using a bunch of like little leftover pieces and putting it all together and making something pretty out of it. This I layered up like I do my Tilda dolls. Like 3 layers. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4 deep. And then put the fringe. Love that. Turned out gorgeous. And I love the shabbiness of this up at the top. That is some, what do you call this fabric here? I always... potato sack fabric, but it's called something, and I always forget the darn name of it. Anyway, I put that there. I put a little bit up here, and I like the ruffiness of that, the scruffiness of it, next to like some fine bead trim and laces. I made this into a pocket, put some shabby lace here, and then I made a little fabric tag. And the piece is kind of roughly looking, which I kind of think that looks cool. It's rough here. This is kind of hanging over. I like it. It says, creativity is contagious. Pass it on, Albert Einstein. And then the back is a little, I just got that little fairy stamp. Isn't that adorable? Love. So I'll put that on the back of there. This is back with some lace. And then I, like I said, just used all the little lace leftovers and made that beautiful tag. Okay. Addicted to making those lace tags. Okay. So every lace book I make will have those lace tags in there for sure. Okay, we're getting to the bottom. One more thing and then finally the paintbrush. Okay. Love this container. I got this container. It had like some knee pads I used for roller derby. Anyway, I saw the container. I said, you know what? People have been giving me ideas. When you see a cool container, save the container so you can use it to use for your packaging, for your giveaways, or for your when you're doing projects for someone. So anyway, this is a flower that I made out of coffee filters, and I think I avocado dyed that and tea dyed that. And this might have just been acrylic paint with a little water with a little bit of brown to make a mauve color. So I'm not sure if I did it that way or if I threw this in the avocado dye. Anyway, it gives you that avocado dye look. This is a bunch of like strips of muslin fabric and just all kinds of strips of stuff hanging. I love doing flowers like that. So I put that on here. Open it up. I'll show you the flowers I made her really quickly. Okay. Here's a real pretty shabby flower. Lots of layers, like I like to do. Another one with that shabby rose in the middle. Lots of layers of doily. All kinds of layers. There's another one here. And you know what I just realized is that this one needs a flower center. So before I wrap this back up, it's going to get a flower center in there. And so does the next one. Glad I looked at this. Just layers of yumminess. Here's a doily. And then just layers of just yumminess. And we need a flower center. So I'm going to put one in there. Okay, this one I absolutely love. And it needs a flower center. Oh, wait. Yeah, it does. So we're getting one on there in a minute. But anyway, I took all that fringe and stuff and layered it all the way to the bottom. But like, just like tassels. I even put a piece of pearl string in here as part of the tassels. Strips of lace, strips of fabric. And then made the flower out of just layers again. Doilies. More lacy stuff here. Just a lot of layers. One more flower. Love how this one turned out. Look how, I think that's so pretty. This is one of those rolled roses, which I really like making those. A doily. More fabric to make the flower. Some lace here, and then the rose here. I think that turned out really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to put this back, and then I've got to make sure to put, I'm so glad I caught myself. I've got to get some flower centers in there. Probably my homemade ones I like to make. I'll make a couple of those and get those in there. Okay, last of all, finally, what we were supposed to make. The altered paintbrush. I was really happy about how this turned out. I think it turned out really, really pretty. So here it is. You know, let me see if I'm holding it up that high, if I can. How high I can go. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'm trying to test things out. Okay, let's just zoom out just a little bit. Okay, I'm hoping that you guys are seeing all of it. Okay, we'll just do it like that, and should be able to see all of it. Anyway, I think this turned out so pretty. What I did, I'm going to show you on the back. I took the paintbrush and I covered it all in book pages first. Decoupage book page paper all over it. Then I took, and I have a video on how to do this. I hand stoned all this, which I think turned out so pretty. These are gorgeous. Aren't those pretty? Okay, and I just mixed in pearls and rhinestones, and I really mixed it up with different sizes and different rhinestones, but they're all clear and pearl and Roy Borealis color. I think that turned out really pretty. Then I just layered my laces. I layered some, my fairy godmother's lace here, very vintage. This is, I believe, from that swap meet. This is Hobby Lobby trim. This is from that $1 store I told you that sells a lot of the really cool jewelry pieces. Got that from there. There's another layer of lace underneath all of this, but you can't see it anymore. And then this fringe here I love. This is strips of fabric, pieces of lace, more pieces of lace, more strips of fabric, more lace, and I used all that for the fringe at the bottom, like where the bristles would have been. And then turn to the back, more of the same, all the fringing back there, the lace I brought back around here, the same lace I brought back around to the back, and the bead trim. And I did not bead the back, and the reason I didn't bead the back is if she wants to hang this, this needs to be able to remain flat, and if I have this all beaded, it's not going to remain flat on the wall. So I thought I better not do that. And then I did a real pretty silky ribbon, beigey ribbon at the top so she